Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is a LuckPerms tutorial. Let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna start by opening our browser of choice and we'll go to LuckPerms.net. You can also download it from the Spigot website, but it's easier to just get it from here. We'll go ahead and click this download button, select Bucket and download it to your plugins folder. I already have Essentials X and Vault Chat Formatter installed. Essentials X is just for this demo, and Vault Chat Formatter is just to get chat formatting and prefixes and suffixes to work. We're gonna go ahead and rename this to LuckPerms just for simplicity, and that's gonna go and download. Next, we'll go to Vault on Spigot MC, go ahead and click download, and just download that to your plugins folder as well. Vault is simply an API for permissions, chat, and economy to work properly. It may not say that your version is tested, but as long as it's above 1.13, it should work properly. We're gonna go ahead and go to our desktop and open our server folder and navigate to plugins. Here you can see we have all these plugins, but no folders. We need to go start our server, which it will do right now. And once that's done, we can go to our plugins folder, and here are all the other folders. We'll go ahead and open the LuckPerms folder, and here you can see there's the config.yml. You don't really need to touch this, frankly, unless you're using a bungee cord server, so we're just gonna leave that alone. Going back to the plugins folder, we have Vault, which has pretty much nothing, and Vault Chat Formatter, which we can use to customize our chat format. For this tutorial, I'm just going to leave it the default config because I don't really need to change anything. Alright, so we're gonna go back to our plugins folder and now open Minecraft and join the server. Go ahead and type /pl for plugins. You can see we have all 4 plugins here. Now you might notice we don't have permission for any LuckPerms commands. To fix that, we'll go ahead and open our console and type lp user, so we just give ourselves the permission, Jason Horkels permission set LuckPerms dot everything. Press enter and there we go, we should now have LuckPerms commands. Just a note, when using the asterisk for giving permissions, to make sure that you know what you're doing, because this will give you every single permission whether you want it or not. So I recommend adding each permission individually unless you know exactly what you are doing. Next, we'll go ahead and create a group using the group command. So we'll type lp create group and we'll go ahead and call this one VIP, and now the group was created. If you would like to add a player to the VIP group, type lp user the player you want, parent add VIP. If you type lp user the user, parent info, you can now see we have the default and VIP groups. Let's go ahead and give the VIP group a command. So we'll type lp group VIP permission set, and then we'll say essentials.ping. Now I can type /ping. If the command shows up red when you type it in, just go ahead and leave the server and rejoin, and it should show up properly. Alright, so as you can see, we can type /plugins by default, and some server owners may not want that. So go ahead and type /lp group default permission set bucket.command.plugins false. This will make it so everyone that joins the server cannot run the plugins command. This will also include yourself, so you can give yourself the permission to bypass that or leave it as is. Alright, so now let's go ahead and jump into the editor. We're gonna type /lp editor. It's gonna create a link, we'll click that, and it will open our browser. Here we can see all the different groups and all the players that have any ranks. We're gonna go ahead and create an owner group now. We'll type owner right here. We'll set a weight of 100. The weight is just the order in which groups are sorted. So the higher the weight, the higher the rank you have. When setting weights, it's good to leave around 10 in between each group in case you want to add groups in between. For prefix, suffix, display name, and parent, we'll just leave that blank and click add group. Okay, as you know, we cannot type the plugins command, so let's go ahead and type bucket.command.plugins. Click that. Press the plus, and now the owner group will be able to do the plugins command again. Let's go ahead and add weights to these other groups as well. So for VIP, we'll type weight.50. Press plus, and go to default. We'll type weight.1. I don't recommend using weight.0 because sometimes plugins will interpret that as the highest weight. Okay, so let's go ahead and give the default group the permission bucket.broadcast.user. This will make it so join and leave messages properly work. Let's also negate the permission bucket.command.version. This will make it so players cannot type the /version command. We'll click false right here and click add. If we'd also like to add this to the owner group, we'll click that, click copy, owner, copy, navigate to owner, and change that to true. Now the owner group will be able to do the version command. Just as a note, when you use this list right here, there may not be every permission possible, even though it seems like there might be because there are quite a bit. The best way to ensure that you have every permission that you want is you go to the plugins permission list. Essentials X has its own convenient permission website, so it lists every single permission possible that's provided by Essentials X. Okay, so going back to the editor page, let's go ahead and save our changes. We'll copy that and paste it here. And there we go, all of our changes have been applied. Now if we want ourselves to be in the owner group, we can do LP, user, your user, parent, set, owner. This will clear all our other groups, and now we'll only be in the owner rank. If we go LP, user, JSON oracles, parent info, you can see it removed all the other groups. If you use the parent add command, it will add it instead of removing all other groups. Okay, so if we want to give the default group a prefix, we'll go ahead and type LP, group, default, meta, set prefix, the priority you want, which is similar to weights. If a prefix or suffix has a higher priority, it will take over ones with lower priorities. So we'll just give the default group a prefix priority of 1. Use some quotation marks so you can use spaces. Type in the prefix you want. In this case, I will just say default, put a space, close quotation mark, and press enter. Now you can see the default group has the default prefix. I am not currently in the default group, so I will not have that prefix. If you would like owner rank to inherit all other permissions from other groups, type LP, group, owner, permission, set, group.default. Now the owner group will inherit all owner permissions and default permissions, but not VIP permissions. If you want owner to inherit VIP permissions as well, just change group.default to group.vip. Now we'll have both default and VIP permissions inherited. You can also give the VIP group the group.default permission, which I will show here. So now the VIP group will inherit all default permissions. We can also go and type LP, group, owner, permission, unset, group.default. I will still inherit all the default permissions because I inherit the VIP group, which inherits the default group permissions. Now if I type in chat, you'll see that we have the prefix. If you'd like to set a different prefix for a different group, you can also do so in the editor with LP editor. Get a new editor link, never use the old one after you've made changes. Click on groups, we'll click owner, and we can go ahead and type in prefix, dot, the priority, so we'll go 100, dot, and then the prefix. We'll say and B and N for underlined. Owner. Note that you cannot put spaces here. Once you add it, now you can put spaces just by doing so and press enter. It might not look like there's a space, but there is. Go ahead and click save. Copy the command, paste the edits, and now we have the owner prefix. If you're wondering why the prefix formatting is extending through my name and my message, that's just due to the formatting of my chat plugin. You can add and R at the end of your prefix, and that will reset the formatting to default. Okay, so let's go ahead and use some verbose. If there's ever a permission that you can't find anywhere, just type LP verbose command me or the player you want to test, and then the command. In this case, I will do GMSP. As you can see, Essentials check the mail permission, as it does when you type any Essentials command. It also checked the game mode permission, which I do not have, as undefined here. We can also type LP verbose on, and then any filters you want, so you can do a player and Essentials. So this will only show me permissions checked for my player with the Essentials node. We turn that on and type GMSP. We can see there it checked those two permissions. You can type /LP verbose record, and then any filters you like. In this case, I'll just leave it blank. Leaving it blank will check every permission that is being checked across the server. Using the record command, it will not show us any permission nodes in chat. So if I go gmsp, you can see I do not have access. If we type lp, verbose, paste, it will take those results and upload it to a link. And here you can see it checked the game mode permission and the mail permission. Using the verbose paste command is very useful if you're needing support from plugin developers when they're trying to see what permissions are checked. That concludes this LuckPerms tutorial. If there's anything else you would like to see, let me know in the comments below. I will leave links to the websites in the description below, as well as the LuckPerms Discord and wiki page. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.